Good afternoon, Year 4, and welcome to your lesson today. Today's RE lesson is all about how the choices we make affect mental health. This follows on from the previous lesson where we looked at the choices people make and the opinions that people have and why people might have different opinions and make different choices. So you remember back to the last lesson, which hopefully you did at home with an adult, and I know we definitely did in class, was thinking about different opinions on things like, should healthcare be free? Is it okay to steal if you're starving? And should Year 4 children be given social media accounts? In this one, hopefully you looked at not just your opinion, but the opinions of other people. So you thought about the choices that other people might make. So for example, whereas your opinion might be that Year 4 definitely should be allowed social media accounts because it'd be fair, they can communicate with their friends, that type of thing. You could also understand the opinion of other people who say no because it's not safe for them to have social media or something like that. So it's not just about thinking about you, it's thinking about what other people's opinions might be, and therefore making choices based on not just what you want and what makes you happy, but making choices on what other people might want and what make other people happy. That links very clearly to the work we've been doing this week with the Mental Health Week, where every day we've been sent one of these. It's been tweeted out on Twitter as well, and I've seen some lovely replies. The things that Mr. Hickey has set up ready for Mental Health Week, all to do with the idea of notice, volunteer, exercise, connect, and learn. So these are all, again, about the choices you make and the opinions you have on what it is best for you, but also thinking about how what you're doing also has an impact and has an effect on other people around you. So I want to have a quick look at some of the things I've seen this week. So here's 4 photographs that have been put onto the 4A Twitter feed. So in the top left, we've got someone doing the dishwasher there. A fantastic thing they've made the choice to do that. It probably wasn't their favourite choice. They probably could think of other things they prefer to do. But the impact that has had upon them, that choice, is that for them, they've been a bit more mature. They're growing up a bit. But the big impact is on other people in the family. Not only are they watching him and being very proud about how much he's growing up, but also that's one less job that somebody else in the family has to do. So the positive impact that they have had upon doing that job affects other people in the household. Going to the top right, gone for a walk. Not only has that a really good impact on her, but so she's energized, ready for the day, but you can see how happy that has made the family in order to share that experience with her. So she's made the choice to go for a walk, but that choice has affected the mental health and the happiness levels and the positivity of her entire family. In the bottom right, we've got some more washing up here, but washing up by hand. Again, showing a level of maturity, really helping to grow up there. That's what the choice has had on the person doing it. But also the effect that that would have on other people around in that, again, that's one less job they have to do. I also heard that they made the tea, so that's fantastic. They're not just doing one job, but they're doing several jobs that really help out the rest of the family. And finally, of course, bottom left, we've got someone there who is talking to the builders. They came across these builders digging up the path as they went along. And so again, the choice they made to go on that walk to get some exercise and the choice they made to stop and talk to the person who was digging up the path. So they have learned something, which has had a positive impact on their mental health. But also, look at that man there. He's had the opportunity to have a chat with that wonderful member of Year 4. And therefore, he will have improved his mental health for the day because he had a lovely conversation with someone who's interested. Poor old workmen spend hours and hours and hours outside, but I bet most people don't stop and have a chat with them and ask them what they're doing. It probably had a really positive impact. I also heard, though, apparently comments were made about how low his trousers were and which bits of his body he could see poking out the top of them. Maybe that choice didn't quite have the level of impact, of positive impact on the person. Hopefully he didn't hear and get a bit self-conscious about his bum. Okay, so I wanted to show this because this shows that the choices people have made, but the choices they've made have been for them, but the effect that it has had on other people, increasing their level of happiness, helping with their mental health, their positivity, was obviously really important, not just now, but at all times. We don't want to be just thinking about ourselves. We should always be thinking about the other people around us. That leads on to what I would like you to do today. What could you do this afternoon? Now, I know a lot of you have already done a lot of these mental health activities, so it's not just a case of a tick saying, I've done this already. It's not just a case of doing exactly the same things again either. What I would like you to do this afternoon is to have a think about something you could do that would have a positive impact on someone else's mental health. It would increase the level of happiness just a little bit in someone else's life. Now, I have attached the Mr. Hickey's ideas all over again. I won't go through them now, but they're all attached to this assignment. But I want you to have a really good think about what could you do this afternoon? What one activity or two or three or what couple of activities could you do that would increase the level of happiness of somebody else, not just you, I'm afraid. You can't say, well, Mr. Alloway said I've got to increase my level of happiness, so I'm going to go and sit on my Xbox for 3 hours. That will probably make you really happy, but it might not make someone else really happy. And that's what I want you to do today. I want you to think about the choice you make has to have an impact, has to affect the level of happiness of somebody else. Okay? Really looking forward to see what you get up to here. Returning the work today, I'd love to see some pictures of what you got up to, or you can just tell me what you got up to. Think of something really exciting and send it back to me so I can see what you've got up to this afternoon. So remember, this afternoon is all about how can you make somebody else happy. Well, good luck making everyone happy this afternoon, and let me know how you get on.